A call center in Sydney is receiving calls from people in Houston affected by the hurricane. The calls are being received for the American Red Cross, that is, but they're getting so many calls and hearing so many devastating stories that they don't have enough people to keep up with the demand. Here's CTV's Kyle Moore.
American Red Cross, URSLA speaking. Can I have your first and last name, please?
Dramatic stories over the phone from the people in the flooded state of Texas is sometimes hard to listen to for Ursula HYNES.
Yeah, I've talked to some people that are displaced from their homes. They're looking for loved ones that they may have spoken to earlier in the day and are no longer able to reach them. So it's pretty intense.
This Sydney call center has been getting so many calls, they've had to reach out to the public for volunteers just to keep up with the thousands of people calling in for help.
Some of the calls are kind of tough. Some of our advisors are finding it kind of emotional, and they're trying to deal with trying to be reassuring to the people that are calling in, which is kind of difficult because they're talking about, some people can't find their kids, some people can't find their family and friends or loved ones.
So far, 100 volunteers have signed up, but more are needed, taking information for the American Red Cross and relaying it to the people on the ground in the places hardest hit. ARLENE MACDONALD has been watching it all unfold on TV and knew she had to help.
I'm seeing people walk up to their chest in water, holding on to, elderly being carried out in their wheelchairs, and the devastation on their faces because it's just so difficult for them, and the rescues that are helping is just so amazing. It brings tears to my eyes.
The calls here are coming in around the clock. For some people, that means working 12 hours straight. And as the rain continues to fall in Houston, officials here know that it will be days or even weeks before things return to normal.
We're only taking half of the volume. The other half is going to an inbound site in Warren or Charlotte, North Carolina. So overall, there's a lot of people calling in that are affected.
And as those affected try to deal with a devastating situation, thousands of miles north, Maritimers are doing their best to help out. And officials here say you really do not need experience working in a call center to volunteer. They are basically looking for any help they can get to handle what they say has been an overwhelming volume of calls here, Steve.
It's quite amazing. Kyle, thank you. CTV's Kyle Moore in Sydney tonight.